Global politics is shifting in ways many people overlook. While public attention remains fixed on elections, conflicts, and daily headlines, a quieter and more strategic discussion is unfolding among world leaders and policymakers. That discussion centers on geography, resources, and long-term power. At the heart of it is Greenland, not because of a crisis, not because of conflict, but because of its position on the world map and what that position means in a changing global order. Greenland is the largest island on Earth, yet it has a very small population. For decades, it remained largely outside the focus of global politics. That era is ending. As climate conditions evolve and Arctic ice gradually recedes, the region is becoming more accessible. New shipping routes are emerging. Previously unreachable natural resources are becoming economically viable, and military planners are reassessing strategic positions in the far north. In geopolitics, geography never loses relevance. It simply waits for the right moment to matter again. The United States has long recognized Greenland's strategic importance. During the Cold War, it played a key role in early warning systems and Arctic defense. Today, the U.S. continues to maintain a military presence focused on surveillance and security. In recent years, American political leaders, including former President Donald Trump, have spoken more openly about Greenland's significance. While these remarks were often met with skepticism or dismissed as unconventional, they reflected a deeper strategic reality. The issue was never about ownership. It was about influence, access, and security. So why does Greenland matter more now than ever? There are three main reasons. First, location. Greenland sits between North America and Europe, close to critical Arctic air and sea routes. From a defense perspective, few places offer comparable strategic visibility and positioning. Second, resources. Greenland is believed to contain rare earth elements and other critical minerals essential for modern technology, used in batteries, electronics, renewable energy systems, and defense equipment. As competition over global supply chains intensifies, control over these resources is becoming increasingly important. Third, the Arctic itself. The Arctic is no longer a frozen buffer zone. It is becoming an arena of strategic competition. Russia has expanded its Arctic military infrastructure. China has declared itself a near-Arctic stakeholder and increased its investments in research and logistics. For Washington, ignoring these developments would carry long-term strategic risks. However, the American approach has not been universally welcomed. European leaders have expressed concern over how Arctic strategy is discussed and framed. From a European perspective, Greenland is closely tied to regional stability, diplomacy, and alliance coordination. Many policymakers worry that aggressive or unilateral messaging could strain trust within NATO and the broader transatlantic relationship. This tension does not signal the collapse of alliances. It signals reassessment, and reassessment often brings friction. This situation reflects a larger transformation in global politics. For decades, the international system was shaped primarily by a single dominant power. Today, that structure is evolving. We are moving toward a multipolar world where influence is shared among several major players. The United States remains central, but it no longer sets the agenda alone. China, Russia, the European Union, and regional powers all shape outcomes in different ways. Greenland has become a symbol of this shift, a place where strategic interests intersect. Markets and investors are paying close attention. Geopolitical signals influence more than diplomacy. They affect trade expectations, currency stability, and long-term investment decisions. Even without immediate policy changes, perception alone can move capital. That is why global economic forums and summits matter. They are not just discussions, they are signals. Critics argue that strong strategic positioning risks escalation and instability. They emphasize diplomacy and multilateral cooperation. Supporters argue that early action prevents future crises. They believe hesitation allows competitors to fill the gap. Both perspectives are rooted in history, and both highlight the challenge of balancing caution with preparedness. What is clear is this: Greenland is no longer peripheral. It is part of a broader conversation about how power, security, and resources are organized in the 21st century. This conversation will not end with a single speech or summit. It will continue through policy decisions, alliance negotiations, and economic planning. For those trying to understand global politics, this story offers an important lesson. Not all major changes arrive with breaking news or dramatic events. Some unfold quietly, through maps, through policy language, through renewed interest in places once considered remote. The global system is not collapsing, it is adjusting, and understanding that adjustment requires patience, context, and clear thinking. Greenland is not the story by itself. It is a window into how power is being repositioned in a changing world. Thank you for watching. This analysis was intended to inform, not provoke, to explain, not exaggerate. I'll see you in the next report.